Currently about a mile into my run. As you can tell, the vest provides a perfect fit with little no bounce. And you got a beautiful view. Time to keep going. First off, I want to say thank you for tuning in. My name's Wes, and this is going to be a review of the 511 TacTec vest. However, I just want to start by saying I want to change what my channel is going to be, which is going to be kind of like a tech review channel, but more geared towards activity, fitness, exercise, CrossFit, anything that's going to get you active. I have a background. I went to law school for intellectual property. I worked with startup companies, and I think I have a kind of a different perspective on how to maybe evaluate products, and I want to bring that expertise to certain things that I love. And starting off, I want to say, if that's something that interests you and you enjoy this review, hit the like, comment, please subscribe. This is a real fun hobby of mine. I hope to create things that help other people. So I'm hoping I can bring some expertise to something that you find interesting. Right next to me, kind of blended into the couch, can't really see, I have the 511 TacTec vest, and this is a piece of equipment that I've wanted forever. I just find that adding just a little weight to your general regimen, whether you're running, biking, whatnot, can just pretty much help accelerate what you're doing. And I didn't think 20 pounds was going to be enough weight, but that was kind of the standard for things like Murph that you see in CrossFit. So I went ahead, got some plates, and it was a killer. My gym put on a 25K running challenge that you had all of April to complete. I did it in 9 days. When I did it, and I did the entire thing, I was wearing this weight vest and re-listening to the audiobook of David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. Both highly motivating, and it just really got me going. So I want to share with you some pros, some cons. Why did I look for the 511 TacTec vest specifically, and perhaps some other decisions and other things to think about when if you're looking into getting a weighted vest yourself. So first off, let's get a few of the cons out of the way with the TacTec vest. It's expensive. If you're looking for something for general fitness, it's going to be on the upper echelon of the price range. This retails $199. Occasionally, you're going to find some maybe Memorial Day sales. So that's one, price. Another one, it's not made in America. I wouldn't say I have like a centrist viewpoint on buying products, but in hopes of giving back to the economy in which I live, it'd be preferential that if I could find a product that I really enjoy to be made in America, that's going to be not the end all be all, but definitely a high check mark in terms of purchasing it, or a con in terms of not purchasing it. And then number 3, I guess, would be the ease of getting the weights out of the vest in terms of cleaning it. Within the interior of the vest, it's got these 2 internal Velcro straps, and you get the plate, you put it up as high as possible to keep it snug. I mean, it's a con in terms of not being able to get the plates in and out for cleaning it and maybe using the plates for other exercises, but it kind of has to be that way just to make it more comfortable, and one of the best vests out there for running and doing just any sort of exercise. So just to recap, the cons I put in there, price tag, but $200, not made in America, and just the plates getting in and out. So why did I seek out the 511 TacTec vest? It's all based on reputation. The 511 brand is, I see it out there. If you follow people like Tim Kennedy or Jocko Willink, it was a huge sponsor of the CrossFit Games one year. They do the Murph workout, and they always use the 511 vests, and it's just ultra durable. If it didn't have a great reputation, it wouldn't have survived and have all these different people using it. Now, you could be more on the skeptical side and say, hey, well, they probably gave those vests for free. Sure. But that can only get you so far in terms of the quality of the product. Jocko continues to post it on his Instagram time after time, and he's someone that I put a lot of stake in for what he uses. So again, he wasn't the final straw. It's just an example of the reputation that 511's built among a bunch of very fit and reputable people. So again, like I said earlier, the benefits of getting a weighted vest is just an enhanced training tool. It's something that you can add to the workouts you're already doing and make them just another level harder. And as someone who is super into fitness, if you can up the game just a little bit by adding a little piece of equipment, I'm all for it. And you know what? Something I noticed. So I did like I'm not a runner whatsoever. So I decided before I did the 25K challenge, I'm going to do my mile time. And I did it about, after not running for quite a bit of time, 8.5 minutes was a mile. I'm 6 foot, 200 pounds. I clunk my way through, every foot of that mile. So after doing it, I took the vest off and I was like, hey, I'm going to run a quick mile as my beginning to my workout. And I did it in damn near close to 7 minutes. So I cut off just a minute and a half, and it literally felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders when I went out there to go run. So it does work. I'm going to continue wearing this vest to go run. I found pretty like a surprising amount of joy of doing it, like a weird endorphin rush. I guess that was that runner's high. So let's talk about competition for 511 and the different types of weighted vests. I looked at a bunch of different brands. I reached out to people. One was Invest. I looked at Condor. So Rogue Fitness sells two weighted vests. It's either the $50 price point with Condor or the $200 price point with 511. And then I looked on Dick's Sporting Goods because I wanted something immediately. I wanted it now. And there was Bear Complex, which I just didn't see a lot of reviews out there for it. So I was kind of weary. And then, of course, there was, if you go an alternate route from the weighted vest, there's Ruck Packs, specifically Go Ruck. I think they're a great brand. I believe they're based down here in Florida as well. A lot of their stuff is made in the USA. And it's just kind of a different tool. I didn't want to wear a ruck pack as I'm running, but it was something I definitely looked into for adding weight to runs and whatnot. Now, if you're deciding to get a weighted vest, you need to fully understand what you want to use it for. I want this thing to be just an added piece of clothing. You put it on, you strap it on, go run, pull-ups, squats. I even did handstand push-ups with this thing. It didn't move at all. It made my handstand push-ups hurt like hell because I suck at them to begin with. But it's incredible. If like, I really can't think of another way you add weights except for a weighted vest doing handstand push-ups. I guess you can put them on your feet. I don't know. But definitely a weighted vest is going to help you out a lot. And then my runs. This thing, so you got to think about the applied force on different parts of your body as you're running. So as you run, you're lifting your weight up and down, up and down. With each step, you're going to feel force against the ground on a certain part of your body. If you're wearing a weighted vest and that thing goes up and down, you're not going to only get 20 pounds of force applied to your shoulders when you come down. No, it's going to be a little more than that. Just because, that's how the force works. It goes up, down, and then you're going to absorb the shock on your shoulders, and it's going to level out. The tighter you can keep it against your body, the more you're going to keep that force off of your shoulders. Because if you go run a 5K and you're continuing to feel the pound up and down, up and down, up and down, just continuing to pound on your shoulders, it's going to hurt. It's going to get annoying. I don't recommend it. So if running is what you're doing, you want something as tight and as form-fitting as possible. Another thing you want, I noticed when you're running, is as my runs got longer and longer, I believe the longest I did was 5 miles with the vest, my breath. I was breathing in and out. My diaphragm was expanding even more. And the adjustment I made at the beginning with these straps, so you lift this flap up in the front, and then you put it around your body, and you close in like so, and you flip it down, and it secures them in place. But what I noticed on my runs, as I was getting more and more fatigued, my diaphragm wanted to breathe in even more and expand even more. And these plates are not forgiving. So what you got to do is you got to adjust the straps on the side to give you literally a little more breathing room. And thankfully, the elasticity of the straps allowed for an easy adjustment after, as you know, for comfort level. It wasn't just that too. It just feels different, I guess, as you're moving along, and being able to just adjust on the fly to make yourself more comfortable is highly encourageable. Some of the more cheaper ones don't use this elastic and this Velcro, so you have a more of like a general kind of adjustable clip on the side, which is more of a pain in the ass, I think, to adjust. So if you're looking for ease of mind, this is going to be your best bet. If you're not going to get the 511, at least look for something similar like this. So in the end, I'm not saying to go out there and spend $200, but what I am saying is that if you are serious about looking for a weighted vest, I highly recommend holding off if you don't have the funds now, like I did, and making the purchase when you're ready to do so. Because if you go out there and buy some cheap piece of equipment that you're not happy with, that's going to be, at least in my viewpoint, say you at this time buy the $50 Condor vest and it breaks. There's a lot of reviews out there that it's not as durable as the 511 TacTec vest, and even some people say, hey, I wish I would have just went ahead and bought the more expensive vest to begin with, because now you're $50 in the hole. You can't get that $50 and put it towards, the $200 price point. So in the end, you're spending, $250 total on a weighted vest that you probably should have just waited for in the first place. If you can hold off, definitely get this. If you're not, and again, if you're not looking to go do all of the gymnastics moves and everything, if you're not looking to go run miles, if you're simply looking for something to put on your shoulders and go walk at a brisk pace, get the cheaper vest. I am going to beat the crap out of this thing. And at the price I paid, I hope that it holds up based on everything that I've seen. So I hope this perhaps helps you with your decision if you're looking for a weighted vest. I'm so happy with this purchase. I'm going to be happy with a lot of purchases that I review, just because I do so much research into exactly how much I'm going to spend, why I should spend that amount, and waiting to strike to make the purchase, and just being 100% happy. I think one of the things that helped motivate me with my run was the fact that I was very happy with the piece of equipment that I was wearing. So, hope you like this review. Please subscribe. This is a fun hobby of mine. I hope to share. I hope to have a dialogue with different people. If you have more questions, I'm willing to answer, as I've done on my Yeti video. And yeah, thank you very much. So get out there and do something awesome. Peace.